Hello all, we are here for the lesson number 35 of this VariCAD training course, and this lesson is called Editing the Shape of Solids. This is the second lesson we are going to have regarding this similar topic of edition of solids, but this in particular will be a little different from the previous one. So without losing too much more time, let us start. I will build a very easy solid, and it can be a box. Let us build a very easy one. I will create now a fillet in one of the corners, and we'll create a chamfer on the other corner. So very basic solid. This topic of the edition of shape of solids, it can be applied to many types, and we will see in this lesson that even that we make the edition, the command will be different according to the thing we are trying to edit. So we should go to this edit menu, edit and translate solid elements, or if you want to go here on the icon on the toolbar, it's the same. Okay, so now I can edit, and you see the cursor. If I try to edit the shape, or in this case the dimensions of the box, I will click, do the OK, and now I have the possibility to edit the dimensions clicking in one of the dimensions. Just do and rebuild. Okay, and rebuild. Okay, the same for the other dimensions. Instead of the box that has this shape on the cursor, if I pass over the fillet, you see that the cursor gets a different shape, and I can click on the fillet, do the OK also, and change the value, rebuild, and it is done. The same, you see the fillet like this, you see the chamfer like this. Okay, the exact same concept, but with a different look on the icon. Let us input different values. I did not input the values, so rebuild and done. Also very easy. We can have another case, which is the box or similar one, instead of being built directly from these 3D primitives, I can go to the 2D side, create a rectangle. I will not look to the dimensions. Okay, and now if I make the extrude, I can have, for example, this too big, insertion point, and now insert it. Okay, it's a box also, but now if I try to edit this box, you see that it gets me a 2D symbol, and this wants to mean that the original shape or what is in the root of this solid, it is a 2D profile. Okay, so if I click to edit and do the OK, now you see that I have available the root profile for edition. I can make several things, also, for example, a fillet to be easy. It can be 10, okay, no problem. So you see that now the profile has changed. Do the OK. I can change the height of the solid or maintain it. I will not change this part. The same profile with a change. Do the OK and rebuild it. And if you see, now it is rebuild. This is a different possibility, and it will have similar impact on the solid, but it's quite different the way that we affect the solid. A different thing that can happen is when we have this kind of solids, pipes or wires. I will show you only one of these cases because it's very similar. Okay. We will have a lesson to look about these solids in particular. So I will build an example solid to show you how to edit this, but it's not very important now the command itself, just the edition. So I will create a pipe. I will accept these definitions, and we'll create a straight part with 100. Okay, now I will rotate this and do 100 again. Now we'll rotate it again. And we'll do 100 again. For example, something like this. Okay. So now if I try to edit this solid, I go to the edition again, and I can do several things here. Okay. First, I can edit, for example, only one straight segment. So edition, instead of having 100, I can put, for example, 150 and the OK. Okay. I will do the undo. I can edit, for example, all the straight segments and say, for example, 150 and do the rebuild now. So everything looks different. I can edit, for example, and you see that the shape of the cursor is changing according to the type of thing we are doing. I can edit, for example, this guy here and saying, for example, instead of 45 degrees, saying I want 60 degrees. Okay, rebuild it, and you see that changing again. Another thing we can do, still looking for this type of solid, is the diameter, and you see the different shape of the cursor. So if I click on this, I can change, for example, the diameter of the complete solid. So I think this command is very interesting, very powerful, and it's quite useful for this kind of parts. Okay, so this is another possibility. Still another thing that we can do with this command, it is for what we can call the shells, and I will create one shell. We still haven't seen them, but you will understand what I want to mean with this. So create a box now. Again, I can create something, for example, not so big, 80, 40, 20. Okay, a very simple box. Very simple solid. So now I will create some fillets, for example, on this and on the 4 corners. Very simple. So do the OK. Can be 5. And I have a very nice solid. Okay, very nice solid. And now I will create the shell, and the shell is something like this. for example, this icon will say this solid, do the OK, give a thickness, and it will have this kind of result. Okay, it is a very nice feature. I can edit also this kind of solid, and for example, if I do the edition, I can edit this in several ways. First, I can go to one fillet or all fillets and say, edit this, I don't want this guy, I want, for example, 10, and rebuild this like this. Okay, this is one possibility. I could go to the other. You see that I can click on these ones and do the 10 also. If it is possible, it will do it. Okay, you see that I have this possibility. Instead of position the cursor on top of the fillets, I can position it on the straight parts, and the result will be show the dimensions and edit these dimensions. For example, instead of 40, I can say 50, and the solid again will be rebuilt. So this is another possibility. Besides this, I can go also and say I don't want to edit anything of this. So I want to edit the thickness, and the thickness, it will select me the complete solid and say I don't want 1, I want 2, and again rebuild it. So we have a couple of functions to do this. Okay. Besides these functions, we have also the shell pattern edit, and I will show you creating a new one with a smaller thickness. It's not very important, but I will repeat this process once more to have a more correct solid. So again, the same as a base, the same solid. I will say 5. Okay. Now again, do the shell and say 1. Okay. Okay. I have one very nice shell, very simple one. Now I will make the edition and we'll make this shell pattern edit. Choose the shell, this one, and do the OK. So now I have two solids. The base solid, if I can say that, or the solid that fulfill the result of the shell thickness that we've done previously. So I have inside and the shell. Okay, to be more easy, I will make the blank to the shell. Okay, do the blank. Now I will insert a new box and I will make it a little bigger. Okay, and we'll insert it, we'll create a new insertion point in the middle of this, to the middle of this, and have to rotate it. Okay, and we'll insert it also in the middle, to the middle, and do the add to this guy here. Okay, now I have one single solid here, and I will create a chamfer here. Okay, a very small one, no need to be so big. So 4, very nice. To be more visible, I will change the color of this solid to something like green. Okay, and now I have this solid and I want to call what I had blank, so the original shell. Okay, so now I want to do something like this. I want to edit, do the shell pattern, choose the initial shell, and say choose everything inside, and I must unselect these guys here. I don't want them. Okay, and I don't want either these guys here. Okay, just want the chamfer. So do the OK, shell thickness 1. It was not so good. I made a mistake, but let us go back. Sorry. Do again. Okay, shell thickness, pattern, this one. I made a small mistake. Choose everything and choose these ones here. Just this. I made a mistake here. And do the OK. Shell thickness 1, and here it is, the edited solid. So I've grabbed an initial shell, very easy one, and I've changed it with the edition. Okay. For sure we have a lot of possibilities with this command. This is a very easy example, but it's an example to show you what is possible to do with this. Okay. To finish this topic, there are also the possibility to edit in terms of the translation of something inside a solid. So I will create something like a cylinder, for example. It's a very easy example. So minus 90, and I want to say that it will be placed, it doesn't really matter too much, in the middle of I'm not sure if I can easily position it. Maybe it's better to line plan, for example, or let's position it the other way. Sorry. Let's put again the same solid, say it minus 90, and axis plan. So okay, axis and the plan, so it is positioned now, and do, for example, the add to this solid here. So what we have now, it is something. It could be a hole, or it doesn't really matter. It's a basic element. It can be anything, just to show you that we can edit also with this, with a different idea, not only to change the original shape, but translate something inside a solid. So if I go to edit now, instead of going to all these functions that we've seen already, we could go to the transform elements, and we can choose one element. In this case, these elements cannot be translated because are the basic shape, but this is something that I can translate, and do the OK. And now, as you see, I have the arrows, and I can, for example, without much care, to say go this way and do OK. And if I want to change it, okay, recalculate it. So here's another possibility. I'm doing this on the shell, but I could use this capability in any type of solid. So basically, this edition of shape, I think I've shown you almost all cases. These were very easy examples, but at least I hope that you were able to see what we can do with this. Okay, so I hope to see you on the next lesson, and this lesson is finished.